Welcome. This is the beginner's guide to using Microsoft Word and specifically using it to create reports, essays, flyers, etc. But before we continue, if you're new here and you're not a subscriber, I want you to go right now to Enlighten Them and click on this subscribe button and tap the notification button. Okay, then we'll go and see Microsoft on the taskbar menu. Go there and search for it. Microsoft Word, Microsoft, or just search for Word. Okay, Word. Then we'll open it. And note, if your own doesn't show, you know that Microsoft Word isn't installed on your system. Then you search on Microsoft Help to see whether you can download it for those that don't have. Okay, now having seen that Microsoft is now open, see here you can see the blank document. We see lots of templates here. You can select any one you can use that for copying blog posts for those that have blog, accessible templates, student report templates, springtime events, cover letter blue, business letter, fast cover sheet, many templates. And here you can also search for online templates. You can see suggested searches, business cards, events, even education. You can see templates for letters, flyers. This suggested searches. Let's open one. Let's open the event. I know you must be connected to a network for it to say okay, now it has opened. Now we're seeing vivid shapes, category. These are the word templates for event looks like. But now that's not our main aim now. So now we'll go back, use blank document because we are starting from the scratch. So this tutorial is mainly from scratch. So we are going to make use of the blank document. So we'll have opened other one, but we're starting with the blank document for now. So now, as you can see, blank document is opened. You can see how the thing looks like. You look at your workspace. So I want to give you guys a quick tour on what you're seeing here. The layout menu. Across the top we have the tabs. Across here we have the tabs. We have the insert tags, design, layout, reference, mailings, review, and lots of more tabs. So, and in each tabs there are ribbons, and the ribbons always changes. Like see a ribbon, this is a ribbon for design, ribbons for mailing, reviews. These are the ribbons, and ribbons are grouped in groups. Like they are divided in groups. Like now the layout, this is a page setup group, this is a paragraph group, and this is the arrange group. So having known that, we have to now know what is inside the group, because bear in mind that in groups they have launch buttons. And what do I mean by launch button? If we go here, we'll see this is a launch button, this is a launch button, and layouts also have launch buttons everywhere. Launch button, launch button, launch button. So what are launch buttons? Launch buttons are buttons created in the tabs because of some tools couldn't fit in the group. So the launch button is kind of a supplement for the loss. So another benefit of the launch button is seen in the home tab. With an example, let's give an example of what we have. So this is the home tab. You can see your styles, different styles are here, and these styles we are not seen when taking a glance on the word screen, but the launch button made it possible for some styles to be shown, because if all could fit in, it would look clustered. So the launch button was created to supplement for that. So having seen that, okay, we'll now go to the main listing. Now this is the workspace, and this is my page workspace, and it's completely blank now. I don't like it, but another thing we have to check off is the size, like the page size. Like my one is in 100. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, depends on your site, but I prefer it at 100 because it fits to screen and it makes my work easier. So for this tutorial, I'm making use of Word 2016, and for those using a later version or a future version of Microsoft Word, most of the features I'm showing you may be applicable to your versions. And one thing I miss about the previous versions like Microsoft Word 2009 is the ruler. We normally see rulers here, like if you open a new document, you see the rulers this size, but if you open the earlier versions, the future versions, they don't have such rulers. So that's one thing I kind of miss about the previous versions. So but you can search for it here instead of me going and looking for the ruler here. We can just go here, search for ruler, then we see the ruler and look at. So I like the rulers because of it. I like the ruler because of it kind of checks the size of the page I'm working with. Like see the page of the size I'm working with. So that was one good thing I love about the rulers. Look at the edges, so it kind of makes my work look a little bit neat. So next we're gonna go to filling in my workspace. And my workspace is blank now, but just gonna give an example of a teacher's period table. I'm gonna type period, okay, enter HTML, just a random topic, introduction. Then with that, but this thing looks kind of plain, yes. So we're gonna make some use of some features, some tools that will help us achieve a good period table for a teacher. So first of all, we highlight it and a pop-up shows. You right click, a pop-up shows. But instead of this pop-up that has limited tools, we'll just go to the home, where you can see lots of tools. The font size, you can increase it 24. You can bold, underline, control, then take it to the center. Voila, look at what came out. But I want to make use of this header styles here. So for that, I'm gonna undo what you have done. Okay, sorry, that was too much. Undo it. Now highlight it. Then go here, space heading. So look at what came out in this one, heading. And let's use the title one. Let's go with the title one. Then let's bold it, then underline it, then we'll now take it to the center. Okay, with that, we have this for our teacher, time and period timetable for the teacher. So now, So then let's type in some details into our this thing. Okay, type in some why Microsoft, what does each job, and then type, and then enter type. Then the only way for you to move, this is limited for you, you can only change the location, and that's enter, because my word limited it for you to move to another side. Isn't okay, except you lock screen you tab, but the enter, take it down, blah 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 blah, continue. We're writing some random word. Okay, now I'm making my work look a little bit now I'm unkept. But so the next thing we're gonna treat now is insert, and we're gonna first of all go to inserting. And where can we see the insert tab? We'll go pictures, and in the pictures we'll now search for pictures that we'll be able to use for this content. And in this picture I'm gonna use, let's make use of this color, random Microsoft portrait. But wow, as we can see from here, this is not what we expected it to turn out, because number one, this is not the size we expected, and this is not the place we expected. We wanted the image to go here, but rather the thing came here. And we also noticed something. If we click on, when this picture came, we noticed that a new tab was added, which is the format tab. But first of all, before we enter this place, we're just giving a quick tour on what to expect. So we'll first right click it, then we'll now wrap text. We'll now change it to true, because the wrap text was not true, that's why it didn't came out. But now we have done it, so we can easily carry our picture here. Then okay, then we are moving it, we're able to move it freely, and we have gotten it here. So you can see that if you insert an image in Word, the thing sends it and keeps it in a wrap text, like in between the text. But we were able to reverse that by right clicking, then went to wrap text, and we were able to edit it, thereby giving us what we needed. Then another thing I want to show you is, let's resize this image. We're gonna resize it to make it a little bit smaller for easy movement. But as you can see, the movement is still stiff. It can only go within some limitations. But let's check this one. Okay, let's set it to behind text. Then we see it moves more freely now, because there's no hindrance. Look how the thing turned out. So you can use it as your background. If you're typing an email or something, a blog post, you can use it as your background if you enlarge it, depending on the size of the thing you're. So now let's take a look at the format tab that came out from here. If we go here, we'll see lots of things. You can remove background if you just don't have background. Then we can either go here, artistic effects. You can make some really cool stuff out of it. You can see, make some really cool images out of what you see here. Some creepy images, some format, which makes it a little good, because there's some pictures that you use, you can scare the creep out of person. And look at this one, makes it look like it was you that sketched it, was a cut pencil sketch. But now I'm gonna undo that. So we're gonna see there are lots of stuff, cool stuff you can do with this thing. See background, you can use, select your frame blur, which makes it a little bit cooler, giving you a good, great graphics. And you can also crop here. Click on the crop. You can crop your video, you can crop your picture, and this format always comes out, maybe any video or anything that you need. Oh, let's not do that. So the format pops up there. So the next thing we're gonna do now is shapes. I'm gonna insert shapes. Let's pick this random one. Let's circle. You can use circle, and look, it's still limited. It doesn't move freely as this one does because of it's limited. And another thing you can insert is a text box. What makes this text box different from the normal text we see? Because this text box you can move it freely. Let's see. Text box can let me tap around now too. Okay, you can see this text box can be moved, but text box is in front of the text, so we can change that to here maybe behind the text. That way it's kind of much what we did with the Mr. Koala picture here, which makes it cooler for you to insert your text box and you move it anywhere you want for easier So now we're gonna go to another thing we have to go to is review. In this review you can check for spelling. So let's check our spelling. This oh, found that I made a mistake here. I don't know how I misspelled this thing, but I misspelled it wrong. Maybe so the thing caught me there. So another thing in this review thing is review tab is the word count. Word count, just in case your teacher gives you and they say you write a 3,000 word essay, so you can use this and find out the words you use. Another thing is thesaurus, so that you don't end up using different words at the same time. So thesaurus is a good thing. So I'm gonna close the tabs. So the next thing we're gonna go to is the home tab. I'm not going to check. So another thing we're going to be looking at is the spacing. We can see that here in the space. So we're gonna space the space, maybe they say double spacing. So to make it more effective, we'll highlight the words, then go here. Maybe we'll make it here double spacing, so that paragraph has changed, and this spacing is found in the paragraph group at the ribbon and the home tab. So after knowing that, there are many things you can see from here. You can see the bold, highlights, with font color, font, underline, many font functions here. Right now, this is kind of the break of what you can use beginning, and we'll still find out more. So first of all, let's save our document. Go file. First of all, I need to save it, and I'll save it this PC. Find out that there's a OneDrive, and OneDrive is kind of good for saving its cloud. It's just like one Dropbox and Google Drive, something like that, but it's kind of used for saving something to your cloud. And the only way to access this OneDrive is by signing in here. So right now I'm gonna save it on my PC desktop, give it a name. Let me say test. We'll name it test. Okay, like there's already a document there, so we're gonna just name this one tick. Then I'll save. So now another option is here is print. Can either print the document, so we can set it page settings. But I could have actually printed it without saving it, but I just wanted to, before you just forget, so that's why it's good to save it. So there's another unique option here, the export, and here we can see PDF. Export it. So we're gonna create PDF and save it as tick at our desktop. It has saved. We're gonna minimize it. We're gonna close it now. We've seen to this tick the main inward format, and this tick the PDF format. So maybe next week I come and say I want to collect the document back. What I can do is just to open the Word back, open, then I'll go to recent and see it was recently done. Just click on it, can label it, pin this item, can unpin it. So that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, like this video. If you give it a thumb up, comment on the next content you want me to upload, and stay tuned because we'll be releasing bunches of more lightning videos. And stay tuned. Is ENlitenThem. Make sure you follow us on social media on Instagram, Twitter, name ENlitenThem, hashtag ENlitenThem. Till next time we see.